Every one of those reforms has been opposed by the Labour Party. The Labour Party want to abolish self-governing hospitals because NUPE says so. They want to abolish independent state schools and city technology colleges and assisted places because the NUT says so. They fought our training reforms time after time because the TUC said so. The right honourable gentleman is fond of talking about supply-side socialism. Now we know what that means. Whatever the unions demand, Labour will supply. I give way to the honourable gentleman.
He seems to have forgotten that the damage caused by the collapse of the pound under his government in 1975 and 76 far outweighed its transitory benefits. Finally, Mr. Speaker, he seems to have forgotten that this country has been bedevilled in a moment for the last 25 years by a rising trend of unemployment, a trend which has been caused by the underlying weakness of our industrial economy and the fact that we've just not been sufficiently competitive. The average level of unemployment was only 300,000 in the first post-war Conservative government. It was almost 500,000 in the first Labour government of 1964-1970, almost 750,000 during the last Conservative government, and 1.2 million under the last Labour government. And we started the current recession, Of course, honourable members won't like it. We started the current recession from the base they left us of 1.3 million unemployed.
They think it's attractive to offer to the young a future wholly controlled by the operation of the socialist state. What is their message? To each his own pigeonhole, from each total conformity. We utterly reject it.
Mr. Speaker, the media may take the voices across the air to reach the electorate, but it was the right honourable gentleman's message that was rejected.
Then there's this plan of Labour's for smaller, more decentralised government, which would contain 2 brand new ministries, a couple of new departments of state, 9 different bodies in each region, 100 new committees, heaven knows how many councils and commissions on top, and a great herd of quangos thundering up Whitehall, a mere 2012 new bureaucratic bodies in all. It's the oldest law of politics. Government tends to expand, and socialist government expands absolutely.
The right honourable gentleman finished up with an astonishing claim that things were being more centralised. May I counter what he said very strongly. In taxation, for example, the government is taking a lesser proportion of the national income. He wants the government to take a bigger proportion of the national income. In nationalisation, we are in fact privatising and taking powers away from government to the people. In education, we are giving far more powers to the parents and taking them away from central government. In council houses, we are giving far more opportunity to the people to have capital than he would ever have had. In share ownership, opportunity going from government to the people. All of these things are a movement of power from central government to the people, giving them far more independence, and independence which right honourable and honourable members opposite cannot stand, because they want people to be totally and utterly dependent on the state for pretty nearly all their needs and wants.
That Labour is the pessimistic party. It spreads its gloom wherever it goes. There's no joyous acceptance of what is right or determination to improve what is wrong.
There's no pride in Britain's achievements. Instead, there's a compulsive concentration on failure and a kind of envy which resents success. Mr. Speaker, the government has only the taxpayers' money. Honourable members speak as if there is some other source of money. If we want environmental improvements, and we do, and there will be soon environmental improvements made for water with regard to nitrates, yes, it will cost money, and it will be the person who wants those improvements in water who will have to pay for it. And it's totally and utterly irresponsible to suggest we can have those improvements without being prepared to pay the price for it. Mr. President, that's 4 impossible pledges so far. And I could go on for hours quoting from Labour's lexicon of logical contradictions. There's its pledge to cut emissions of carbon dioxide by burning more coal, and its promise to improve educational standards by phasing out tests. But the really remarkable thing about Labour is they want you to swallow that they're now a party of moderation. Labour's Blackpool conference was the amateur dramatics of the season, a grand masquerade at which militants and trots peeped out from behind a painted smile. Glenda had given them a few professional tips. The audience had learned its lines, the rehearsals had gone splendidly. Ron Todd gave a dazzling performance as Mr. Moderation. Alas, on the night, the extras got everything mixed up and voted the wrong way.